Hi everyone, myself Venkat Reddy. I am a DevOps trainer. I am currently working on some X company as a DevOps engineer in Axis Bank project. Before I worked on Paytm project, same as a DevOps engineer, Linux, AWS, and DevOps, um, whatever it is. And now today I am starting one demo day one. In this demo day one, I am going to create some static web application and explaining about the DevOps and explaining about the AWS and Linux. So before starting, I have some few questions in the DevOps. What is DevOps and why we are using the DevOps? So some questions I am raising here and I am explaining that questions now. What is DevOps and what is AWS and what is Linux? So DevOps is nothing but methodology. All are thinking about that DevOps is a tool, but DevOps is not a tool. DevOps is combination of tools, nothing but methodology. DevOps is a methodology, combination of tools, right? And AWS is cloud, Amazon Web Service. AWS providing services, so AWS providing services, that is nothing but Amazon Web Service. So, and what is Linux? Why we are using Linux in DevOps? Linux is an operating system, OS operating system. The operating system we are using here in Linux to create servers and by using Linux commands we are maintaining the DevOps. Linux command we are doing work on DevOps. This is the basic strategy for DevOps. What is DevOps and what is AWS and what is Linux? And one more thing is there, main important. What is the server here? Server is nothing but laptop. Now I am in front of laptop. That is nothing but a server. So laptop is physical mission. Laptop is physical mission. So in this physical mission, I will deploy one application. But the application is used in this laptop only. But the main problem is today I am in Hyderabad. Tomorrow I am going to somewhere Mumbai or Bangalore or any out of states. So unable to carry my laptop. Unable to carry my laptop. What I will do? I will go with cloud. But the cloud I am using here, AWS cloud I am going to use. So I am going with cloud. In cloud we are creating VMs. VMs is nothing but virtual mission. Virtual missions. VM is nothing but here virtual missions. we are creating the virtual missions for using. If you go anywhere or somewhere, we are using that virtual mission to deploy our projects or applications. So in this process, I want to create some files, some directories, nothing but folders, and I need to put the path, something like that. We are going to create the, we are using the Linux here. So here, coming to again DevOps, DevOps is a methodology combination of tools. So many tools are there. So automation tools are there, and build tools are there, and code storage tools are there, right? And server creation tools are there. Servers here nothing but containers. In the DevOps, we used to call the containers. So in this process, Dev plus operations is nothing but a DevOps. Combination of developer part and operation part is nothing DevOps here. What is the dev process? Writing the coding and testing all are in dev part. Now operation part is monitoring the services, monitoring the code. All all are coming under the monitoring part. So if we'll go to any Chrome here, just we'll see the DevOps architecture here. Just go to images here. See, Dev plus Ops is nothing but DevOps. Whatever the process we are doing here, see, plan, create, verify, package up to dev part and release, configuration, monitoring into operation part. So before DevOps, we have waterfall methodology. Before DevOps, waterfall methodology is there. In this waterfall methodology, we know already water how will flow from top to bottom. What is the waterfall? Top to bottom it is flowing. That is nothing but waterfall. So here also, if any product or client came, he has some requirements to implement the application. What are the requirements he have? That requirements we are taking for building the application. First, we are creating architecture and design, and developer writing the code. Next, after write the code, testing, building, deploy, and monitoring, delivery and monitoring. Just I'm going with monitoring. So in this process, so wait, I will write again here. Dev plus operations. Here D should capital and O should capital, rest of the things small. Any client came, he have some requirements. That requirements we are taken in our side. We are starting the project work. So what are the requirements here? What are the design? We are taken the requirements and we are doing the design here. Next, developer writing the code and testing. After testing, build and monitor. So this process is going from top to bottom, is nothing but here waterfall methodology. Waterfall methodology. In the waterfall methodology, one drawback is there. If anything happen in testing, again we need to go from design and code and testing. And if anything happen in the monitor, suppose server got down here, again we need to check from starting, and any service stopped here, service stopped here, again we need to check from starting. This is the drawback, time taken process. So it is failed totally, it is failed here. Then after this, Agile methodology came. What is the Agile methodology? If you go and look in internet, just Agile methodology drawbacks. Sorry, first we'll show the Agile methodology. Agile methodology is like this. I'll show the waterfall methodology also here. Waterfall. See here, waterfall methodology, it is falling like a top to bottom. What are the requirements we took here? Yeah, this is the Agile methodology process. What are the requirements? Design, deployment, testing and development, testing and deployment, maintenance. And if anything happen in the maintenance, again we need to go with requirements and design, develop and testing and deployment. If you have anything happen in the testing, again it is going to top. So this is the drawback because of time taken process. Then after Agile methodology came, when Agile methodology came, somewhat process happened good, but in this also some drawback is there. See, cyclic process is going plan, design, develop, test, deploy and review. Here deploy and review. So what is the major drawback in Agile methodology? See, if you see, less predictably and harder to estimate the final cost time, right? So it is one of the drawback here. When DevOps came, fully automated, when DevOps came, fully automated, CI/CD process is there. What is the CI/CD? Continuous integration and continuous delivery is there. Continuous deployment and continuous delivery or deploy. Continuous delivery or continuous deploy. In this continuous delivery and continuous deployment, totally automation. In this automation, we are doing the all tools here integrating and help for faster deployment. In the automation, all tools we are integrating here and help for faster deployment. So that's why DevOps came to market, right? Now in this DevOps, so many tools are there. Main tools are Git, Maven, Ansible. Git is a source code management. Maven is a build tool, creating the jar and waterfalls artifactories. Ansible, automation tool, and Jenkins CI/CD. What about what just now what I said? Jenkins CI/CD and Docker, creating the containers. Containers is nothing but a server, lightweight servers, and Kubernetes. Kubernetes, whatever created the containers, that containers is using the used by the Kubernetes. That Kubernetes deploying the application under the automation. And Terraform. Terraform code infrastructure as a code. By using the Terraform, will create each and every service in AWS. Each and every service in AWS. Prometheus and Grafana. This tool used by the monitoring. For monitoring purpose, Prometheus Grafana they are using. Okay. Git, Maven, Ansible, Jenkins, Docker, Kubernetes, Terraform, Prometheus, and some more Tomcat, Nginx, and Apache. So alternate tools are there. Some alternative tools also there. We'll discuss the tools also. Right. Now coming to, I am removing this first. Coming to cloud. Cloud is nothing but internet here, right? Cloud is nothing but internet. In this internet, we are creating the servers. Creating the servers. The servers we are using to deployment. Okay, I am telling the deployment. What is deployment here? So I have code. The code I am putting into one server and running that server. running that server. That is nothing but deployment here. So I am putting the code. That code we are running into the server. That is nothing but a deployment. So this process we need to do. The code is not deployed directly here. The code will not deploy directly here. We need to create some .var or .jar files is to call as artifacts. In these artifacts we are going to deploy in the servers by using these tools. Okay. By using cloud we are creating servers. The servers is nothing but VMwares, virtual machines. Okay. Now what I am showing, I have already AWS account. This is my AWS account. So I am in Mumbai region. So many regions are there. I am in Mumbai region, and just I am going to again EC2 virtual servers. I am creating here one virtual server I will create, and I will deploy one static web application in that server. So if you check here the dashboard, nothing is there, only one key pair is there before I created. So again go to the instance. Instance is nothing but server. In AWS we used to call the instance is server. Launch the instance. Launching means we are creating the server name. I am giving static web application. Static web application I am giving. I am creating a new Ubuntu server. Ubuntu Flavor OS we used to call as here in AWS AMI mission image. See, you will check AMI is there. My AMI created, and instant type is CPU and memory utilization. How much CPU we are taking, how much GB we are taking here. If we'll check more CPU, more memory, T2 large, T2 medium, TX large, some memories are there. But for a basic application, one CPU, 1 GB memory is there. That is the T2 micro. So key pair. Key pair is security. For this I am giving the name static key. I am giving the name static key here. When we click the create the key pair, it is going to download one key here. It is going to download one key here. That is key pair we are going to connect the server outside. So coming to the network part, just go and edit here. VPC already default I am taking, enable IP address, public IP address I am enabling. So here I am adding more security group, one more security group here, HTTP. HTTP port number is 80. I am allowing the access to host my static web application to internet. HTTP 80 port number, here see 80 port number, it is going to host. SSH, why SSH 22 port number, it is going to connect my server. And 8 GB memory I am taking, 8 GB is fine here. So 8 GB I am taking here. If you want to extend some more, I am going to take 10 GB. Just launch instance. So my instance is created. Instance is running. I am connecting this instance to, just go and copy the example of SSH client. What is the example I will show here? Command prompt. Here see, downloads, static key is there in downloads. So I am going to downloads here and paste this key here. sh is a command, -i is a option, static key to connect the secure our server, and Ubuntu is the user, and IP address, public IP address we are going to connect. This is the AWS part, no need to discuss. Simply up to here the important. Just enter and give the S. Yeah, we are connecting. Sorry, we connected to documents, but we need to connect downloads. See, server is connected. Ubuntu server is connected. If we'll give pwd present working directory, home Ubuntu is there. This is the home Ubuntu. The home Ubuntu is the super user. I want to go root user here. Root user is admin user, sudo -i. Just give the pwd sudo -i. So I'm going to install, sorry, I'm going to update the server first. apt is a command to install the packages. Update is the package, we are updating the server. After updating the server, I am going to install the Apache for running the web application here, static web application. So server is updated. Now apt install Apache 2 latest version -y. Each and every package is installing. If you want to see here, the filter something is there, all are installing, enabling the configuration and all. So Apache 2 version, we are checking the version 2.4.58 version is there. Now I am going to path where we are going to deploy our static web application, that is the path for Apache server, where /var www/html. Some cd changing the directory /var/www.html. Here just we go and run IP address, public IP address. Copy the public IP address. I am going to host in some incognito. Just continue the server. See, Apache default page came here. So my Apache is working, it works. Now I want to change the code. It is in index.html file. I am removing this entire here and I am pasting some custom content, my content here from internet. Index.html, some index.html basic examples I am taking here. So I am copying this and pasting in server. So I am changing the content also here, what I want to display in this is Venkat. Just I give some content here. This is the Venkat, DevOps trainer. So I am saving this one, systemctl restart Apache 2. Restart spelling is wrong, some, and check the status here. Active running. My application, Apache status is active running. Just go on refresh here. See what I gave. This is the Venkat and DevOps trainer. It came. This is the static web application. Okay. So what we did here, I run the static application in Ubuntu server. By using AWS server is nothing but we used to call as instance. Instance is nothing but VMware here. This is the content, and daily I will explain one by one. Okay. Thank you. Bye all.